Salutations everyone, and welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you what mattered in the news this week. What Mattered, the only internet show with a lower approval rating than Batman vs. Superman. Now, all jokes aside, I thought the movie was pretty decent. I definitely had my problems with it, but if you want to see my full review on the movie, you can check that video out. Otherwise, go ahead and think for yourself. It's always trendy to be negative, especially on the internet and especially on YouTube, but I tell you like it is. Speaking of Batman, the Batman Lego movie got its first teaser trailer a couple days ago on the internets, and if you see Batman vs. Superman, you will see another trailer for the film. If you like the Lego movie, you have a good, strong heart. And I think you're going to be entertained by this one as well. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's still Will Arnett, and yeah, if it's anything like the Lego movie, which it definitely looks like it is, then it's going to be pretty good. And I wouldn't think I would have said this a couple of years ago, but I'm super excited for a Lego Batman movie. Now, if you've been on the internet the last couple of weeks, you might have seen pictures of this Nintendo NX controller. Now, I saw this too, of course had my reservations. Anytime you see something leaked online, especially when it's tech, you know there's a very, very good chance that it's fake. But after looking at, Nintendo's concept design that they got a patent for, this looks super similar, so there was a little bit of cause for worry that this might be real. These type of big leaks don't really almost ever happen, and when they do happen, it's typically Apple, but this one seemed more legitimate than other things. There was a couple of different screenshots, and there was also a Vine showing the screen being used for a Zelda-type prototype game. But I held my reservations for a few things. One is the internet. Two, these kinds of leaks don't really happen. And three, it's fucking internet, and I don't want it to be true. So even these looked, semi, something to worry about. I was like, I want it to not be true so bad, I'm going to pretend it has no chance of being true until we find out otherwise. And now it has come out into the light, yeah, these were all faked. These were all leaked pictures and videos. Were all fakes. Everybody came forward. It's like, yeah, I faked this, and then this other person said, I faked this one, another person said, I faked this one. So yeah, they're all fakes. I mean, if this was really what the Nintendo NX was going to be for its controller, no matter what it did with the weird handheld console thing that they're going for, this would have been DOA, dead on arrival, because would not be fixing the mistakes that they made with the Wii U. That is just, I can't believe a company would be that dumb to do something like that after trying to, recover from a similar mistake just a few years ago. And the NX is specifically being made because the Wii U didn't kind of get the standard that Nintendo was hoping for their sales and for third-party development. So yes, of course, these are fake. It's the internet. These kinds of leaks don't really happen, especially with a company like Nintendo. So we are going to see some legitimate news about the NX in the next couple of months because, we're going to have to see something sooner or later. In other gaming news, Drawful 2 is coming out as its own standalone game on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Amazon Fire, and Apple products. It wasn't included in Jackbox 2, which I stream on the Twitches a few times, and there was no Drawful, but here we have Drawful 2. It's going to be its own standalone game, and Jackbox also announced that there's going to be a Jackbox 3. It will not include Drawful, so Drawful is still going to be its own standalone. It's coming out in the next couple of months, and no specific word yet on Jackbox 3, but I think we can assume maybe late summer, early fall. And yeah, those are super fun party games, amazingly perfect for Twitch. Drawful 2 is now going to give you ability to draw with 2 colors, as well as a bunch of other features that they're not going to talk about yet. But I'm excited because those are super fun games to play and to stream. The Division got a huge update this week with a lot of patches and fixes, a little bit of tweaks, a lot of changes to the Dark Zone. We know the high-end gun that has been ruling the interwebs, the Midas, has been nerfed. That talent is being taken off of SMGs and now only being applied to marksman rifles, shotguns, and pistols. You'll no longer be able to farm named elites in the game. They will no longer respawn after you've killed them for what seems like an extended period of time. They don't even respawn within the same day in a different play session altogether. A lot of changes to the Dark Zone. You will get a lesser penalty for dying and a greater reward for killing rogues, as well as a couple of other tweaks. As the game definitely still has some bugs that they didn't address in the game that I myself experienced numerous times, but nonetheless they are making a lot of improvements to the game for the weapon balancing, for the Dark Zone, for the PvE, and we're going to be able to get those incursions hopefully very, very soon, because you don't hit that level 30 until a few hours into the game, and then you have all of your dailies and the Dark Zone that you gotta get at. Somebody's already reached ranked 99 in the Dark Zone, so any new content will be very much appreciated, but there's still a lot in this game, and the fact that they're supporting it throughout a ton of different ways is very, very nice. The Destiny April update will go live on April 12th, increasing the light cap to 335, as well as a Challenge of Elders thing. No word if they're going to use different currency to open up those trials or not. This is, of course, how you're going to get your new level light gear to get to that new light level. Bungie did a stream of it over on their channel on Twitch a couple of days ago to highlight some of the changes, and it looks like some pretty decent free content to increase the long tail of this game that has not really had any new PvE content since The Taken King came out last year. Your April games for gold go as follows. The Wolf Among Us and Sunset Overdrive will be your Xbox One free games. Two pretty big games. Telltale, Wolf Among Us, very, very popular. Sunset Overdrive, a very fun game. And on the 360, you'll be getting Dead Space and Saints Row 4. So like 4 AAA titles, which is, I think this might be the best games for gold month like ever. Based off of the content that we've seen, especially previous this year, which has been very lackluster. This was a pretty damn good April for you Xbox gamers out there. Anywho, the Blowfish, that is what mattered this week. If you'd like to know what matters in the future, hit the subscribe button. One of these videos comes out every single Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed. Think for yourself, and I'll see you guys next time.